Okay, so UFC 288 literally just ended. Both fighters just gave their immediate post-fight speeches. Ran up here and pressed record. I haven't really got a lot of my thoughts together, but I did want to just capitalize and get them out right away without, looking anywhere else first. Okay, let's just get the elephant out of the room. No, I won't say an elephant out of the room, but let's talk about the main event, the thing that's freshest on our minds. That was a great fight. That was a very great fight. I had mentioned that I had an idea that maybe one of the fighters would dominate, right? Like if Sterling took Cejudo's back, it would just be that way for the entire round. But that fight was very competitive all the way through. I mean, once again, I'm just surprised. I just keep getting surprised with these things. Cejudo did better on the ground than I thought he would. Not only did he stuff a lot of Sterling's takedowns, but even when Sterling never really completely got Cejudo's back, but whenever he even kind of locked that body triangle, Cejudo was out. So that was the best that anybody's performed against Sterling in a while. It was competitive all the way through. And then Sterling outstruck Cejudo. That's that. He had the reach, he had the funky style, kind of like I said. And Cejudo wasn't able to adjust to at least get ahead. Each of them got some big shots on each other. It was pretty consistent competitive. I had it 48-47 Aljo. Split decision, I don't know. I do think it was a close fight. I don't see it for Cejudo. I really don't. I would say 48-47 Aljo, maybe 49-46, depending on how you look at that second round, and I believe that fourth or fifth round. It was very close. It was a very close fight. It was a great fight, and I'm glad it was competitive, At the end of the day, what I am glad about the most is that I personally can't take anything away from Sterling's performance. He's the champion, right? He proved that he was a champion. Yes, Cejudo had a 3-year layoff. Yes, Cejudo did not look as explosive, right? He didn't capitalize on as many moments to shoot that piston right hand that he had. But hey, it is what it is. Cejudo still came, 3 years off, right? Still fought Sterling, and Sterling won. I thought that Sterling won that fight. And yeah, it was very, very good fight, very competitive fight. Got to air out a grievance. I did want Cejudo to win. I did mention in my UFC 280 predictions video. Wow, that was 8 months ago. The first video of MMA that I started doing. But anyways, I didn't mention that Sterling had some things that wouldn't make me like him. Right? He's cringe. He's got an Oscar-winning performance. To win the belt. And I showed that picture of him and Andrew Tate. Right? At the end of the day, what I kind of came to. That was only me 8 months. Watching MMA, week to week, every single week, and not just following specific fighters like I did in 2021, right? And what I kind of learned is that I don't really hate that many fighters, right? I don't dislike that many fighters, right? There's very few that I'm going to be rooting against. So, I have nothing against Sterling, even with, like I said, I changed my opinions on a lot. And nothing against Sterling, but I did want Cejudo to win, is what I'm trying to say. That whole point. I wanted Cejudo to win. I highly respect him, I know he's not the most humble, right? I know that he's cocky. I think you could hear from the boos in the arena. It was more of a fight, not of who the fighters liked more, but not the fighters. The audience liked more. It was about who the audience who the audience hated the least. So both fighters not really, they're a little polarizing. But I like Cejudo. I'm a fan. I highly respect him. And now like I said, I really don't see how you can take much away from Sterling's win here. I know people are still going to say, oh, Cejudo's 36. He wasn't as explosive. He wasn't in his prime. And once again, well, that's true. That's on Cejudo, right? That's on Cejudo. That is not out of Sterling's control. And he won on the feet. He outstruck Cejudo on the feet, right? Something that surprised me, something I didn't expect would happen. Well, not completely. I predicted that Cejudo would have adjusted, right? And then Sterling would actually be ahead early on, right? But then what I will say is that Cejudo did a lot better than I thought he would on the ground. Obviously they're just repeating, Cejudo, not former, Olympic medalist, gold Olympic medalist, right? But I was just like, dude, the size difference is enough to negate, at least a good amount of control time from Sterling. Even if he doesn't dominate on the ground, I figured, yeah, he could take Cejudo down. Cejudo could take Sterling down. But no, Cejudo did a lot better on the ground than I thought he would. He took Sterling down a few times. He, didn't allow Sterling to accomplish much when he took it to the ground. I guess Cejudo didn't accomplish that much either, but still, he did a lot better than I thought he was. So, congrats to Sterling, and we'll see what Henry Cejudo will do. Like I said, I would have liked to have seen him compete as the bantamweight division grew and stay double champion. Maybe he might have taken some losses, but I would have liked to see him compete these past 3 years instead of stay out. So whatever he does, all respect to him. I don't think he has anything to prove right now. Let's see. Bilal Muhammad dominates Gilbert Burns, right? Maybe this win has an asterisk to it. Maybe the UFC will somehow find a way to cheat Bilal out of the title shot. It should be set in stone. Like, I can't, it is what it is. Dana says Colby is right next. I don't think that's going to change. But Bilal's going to be next after Colby. I don't know. I hope the UFC doesn't find a way to cheat him out of it. He dominated this fight. He, like I said, he had the output on the feet. Burns definitely had the third of the power. And as I was saying earlier, the asterisk, yes, something was off with Burns. And once again, people might still somehow find a way to take away from Bilal's victory, which, is understandable. Burns did not look in good shape, at least past the second round, I believe, right? There's something off. There's kind of it was a slightly scary moment where he was kind of asking, it was the fourth round. He's like, "Do we just finish round 2? And I was just very concerned for a second, I thought it was something in the head. Of course, the commentary team said it was something with his left shoulder, right? So Burns may have not been in complete form, but it doesn't change the fact that Bilal dominated tonight. Pretty impressive performance. He has more ranked 5 wins in a long time than Colby Covington. Okay, what? I'm not here to talk about my opinion or how I feel about Colby Covington. That might be for a different video. But anyways, Zhao Ningyan surprised me. She floored Jessica Andrade. I did know that Zhao Ningyan had great hands, but I thought that Andrade's power would kind of negate that. Jessica Andrade had a bad game plan. She kept running forward. She was spamming her hooks like this, kept her chin up. And Zhao Ningyan, she mixed it up, established her jab, level changes, went to the body, mixed it up, right? I was not surprised that she finished Jessica Andrade at that. I was like, this is not, up to form, or it's not working for a matchup like Zhao Ningyan. So yeah, she really impressed me, and potential strawweight intentions. I did bet on Jessica Andrade, but like I said, I'm always going to be happy to see an Asian fighter win. Always. So potentially, man, wouldn't it be cool to see Weili Zhang and Zhao Ningyan fight for a title? 2 Asian women, at the top. That'd be great. Musfar Iloev versus Diego Lopez. Let's be real. Diego Lopez may have lost the fight, but he won the fans tonight. Came in on short notice, 5 days notice, UFC debut to fight a number 10 featherweight, and put up a pretty good fight. He lost the fight for sure. I had it 29-27, maybe. No, 29-28, maybe 30-27. No. A judge's scorecard had it 30-27. That was crazy. No, I did not have it 30-27. I had it 29-28. Iloev. Molev? Did I just forget the guy's name? Anyways, yeah, I believe that Diego Lopez lost, but he put up a pretty impressive performance. Has some holes, right? The way his striking, he threw really wide a lot, but otherwise, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him fight again. Definitely keep my eye on him. Last but not least, oh man, why was Kron Gracie opening up this main card, bro? Man, that was a stupid fight. Dumb performance. Kron Gracie's stuck in the 90s, man. Just tried to compete in BJJ in an MMA fight. Sat on his butt, scooted forward, improved nothing, learned nothing about his game for the past 4 years, right? Just kind of marched forward, not setting up his takedowns. Yeah, that was a dumb fight. Charles Jordan had a pretty good performance, did what he had to do. Not the most entertaining, but like I said, did what he had to do. So I'm a little salty that we got that. Kron Gracie sucked out the life out of that main card. He sucked the life out of the energy because the prelims were so good. Even before the Drew Dober versus Matt Frivola fight, the prelims was already really good. I really had a great time in the prelims, right? And then, Matt Frivola finishes Drew Dober. That was awesome, right? First person, is he the first person to crack Well, he's not the first person to knock down Drew Dober, right? I'm trying to think of the Terrence McKinney fight. But anyways, a finish like that, all hype going to the main card, and Kron Gracie just sucks the life out of it. I'm sorry. Okay, you won't see Hater Preston a lot. Okay, Hater Preston does not make that many appearances, but he made an appearance tonight. Watching Kron Gracie open that card, Kron Gracie should have stayed active. All right, he is a nepotism sports. Is a sports nepotism baby. But yeah, overall it was a pretty good card. Had a good time watching the fights. Once again, right for some, wrong for others, and the nature of the sport. Very interested to see the bantamweight division. I have Sterling over Sean O'Malley after that performance. I think that Cejudo's wrestling caliber is better than Sean's, so Sean's gonna have a harder time on the ground. And if Sterling can make competitive striking fight with his range, okay, it's a different story, right? That'll be a prediction for another day, right? Because that's gonna be next. But I would have Sterling over O'Malley, right? And I'm neutral to O'Malley. And, I'm still neutral to him. Anyways, great card. Let me know your picks. Let me know what you got right. Let me know what you got wrong. What do you think of that main event? Should Henry Cejudo retire? Would you watch him get beat fights? And yeah, once again, look forward to more MMA and videos soon, as well as anime videos. Those are on the way. I'll be filming some of them this week. And otherwise, yeah, that's all I got for you. Catch you next time.